Hi, join me for an invigorating workout that begins at the foot as the basis for propulsion and connection to the hip. Ensure that your big toe mound is on the apex of the paddle and that your shin is wedged against the top of the chair. You're going to point and flex the foot in the greatest range possible while keeping the leg absolutely still. So notice that my femur, my leg from the knee to the hip is not moving. It's not jostling back and forth. The only thing that's moving is the ankle joint as I point and flex the foot. You're going to want to inhale and exhale as you need to, and you're isometrically holding this shape, wedged against the chair. At the same time, your hips are totally square, so they're really aligned and even. From the foot ankle exercise, we're going to go to standing pumping. And in this position, you're standing balancing on one leg while pumping the other. And the best advice here is to really think about pulling the leg back or pulling or scraping the paddle back as opposed to just going up and down. And then next, we're going to step up to the top of the chair and you're going to think of sliding the two heels together, like try and really squeeze the top of the chair towards the bottom of the chair. And then flex your spine and grab onto the back end of the chair as you pump. Now I'm going to start taking my hands off, but you can do this entire sequence here, holding on to the chair. What's important is that you have that connection to the center all the way up into this stretch. And you're maintaining that isometric contraction with the top leg while pumping with the bottom leg. Breathe whenever you can and really work on moving from the stomach. So you're pumping, you're pulling in that paddle with the stomach, curling and staying off your thigh. And then we're going to go to the other side. So once again, on the other side, you want to make sure that you're wedged from the shin bone just below the knee to the toe mound, and that you're pointing and flexing your foot without moving the leg. Some things to think about: use the edge of the chair to square your pelvis. So you're using this chair as a tool to calibrate your hip, and then point and flex through as much range of motion as you can, until, of course, you start this exercise, which is standing pumping. In this exercise, you're actually pulling the paddle using your rear, using your glute. So the ankle isn't moving. The heel is isometrically, or it's suspended, and it's in this lifted position. And you're connecting this lift of the heel, this dorsiflexion, to the glute. So think of this as a fantastic way to prepare for running, because in your running or push-off stage, or phase of the gait, you have to be in dorsiflexion. Your toes have to bend accordingly in order to get that power into the hip. Okay, so now we're going to flex forward. You're going to use the back end of the chair to flex the spine. Notice I'm not leaning on my thighs, so my chest is off my thighs. You can stay holding on, or you can start to lift your arms and come into an extension through the spine. You're pumping using your stomach. So I'm pulling my knee up towards me, but I'm contracting my abdominals to do this. This exercise requires strength and balance. You'll want to start with the very first exercise where we were pointing and flexing at the ankle, and then work your way to this mountain climber. Doing this will strengthen your core and also connect you to your seat and develop a very powerful toe off for running. Thank you for watching.